I'd like to welcome everyone to today's Oversight Subcommittee hearing. This is our first Oversight Committee hearing of this Congress, and I'm happy that our first hearing will be able to work with who has become my friend, Mr. Pasquale, and his team in putting this hearing together. Our approach today is not intended to be partisan or to beat up on anyone. We just want information and to understand. As I spoke with some of the witnesses, we see things coming at us from both directions. Help us understand what's actually happening in that tax-exempt world. Today's focus is tax-exempt hospitals and the community benefit standards. Hospitals must maintain certain requirements to obtain and maintain their tax-exempt status, including organizational operational requirements, community benefits, and also those things spelled out in the ACA. When it comes to community benefits, various academics, think tanks, have sought to put a value on both the tax exemption of hospitals, which they receive, and then the community benefits they provide. We know that the tax exemptions are very valuable. One of our witnesses today from the newly named KFF, we all know as Kaiser, will talk about their work showing that tax exemptions were valued around $28 billion. And we are going to ask you how you calculated that math in 2020. With half of that coming from the federal tax exemption, KFF has also found that the value of charitable care provided by hospitals varies substantially across facilities, ranging from 0.1% in operating expenses of hospitals to some well over 7%, and some with other variances. Additionally, the Lowen, pronounced properly? The Lowen Institute have made efforts to calculate fair share spending for nonprofit hospitals by comparing each system's spending on financial assistance, community investment, to establish a value of its tax exemption. The Institute's results show significant deficits in community benefits provided as compared with the value of some of these hospitals' tax exemption. Moreover, some articles and studies, included one by one of our witnesses today, argue that for-profit hospitals, on average, provide more charity care than tax-exempt hospitals. Conversely, groups like our friends at the American Hospital Association have published analysis arguing that the value of community benefits provided by hospitals substantially exceed the value of the tax exemption. The wide variance here seems to come from the lack of guidelines and also what we've done in Congress. And the IRS now, in its definitions of community benefits. We are also pleased to have witnesses here today from the GAO, who will talk about the GAO's study, the report they did in 2020, and the nature of the standards that the IRS's inability to conduct effective oversight on the tax exemption value of hospitals. All of this makes exploring the tax-exempt hospitals and the level of community benefits they provide a worthwhile conversation. And with that, I thank all of our witnesses for being here, and I'd like to turn over for his opening statement, my friend, Ranking Member, Mr. Pasquale.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm eager to kick off our first Oversight Subcommittee. This hearing, and congratulations on your gavel. Our committee holds a sacred duty